Hi everybody, my name is Gregor Pikachu46 and I'm here today with Story Killer. Say hi, Story. Yeah. Okay, Story doesn't use a microphone, so he's just going to be typing the whole time, and if I don't see it, I don't see it, which is bad. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be showing you around the realm. I did have a video earlier about the realm with Mitchell, 60 units, but unfortunately his volume was way too loud and my volume was not loud enough. So this is a reintroduction, I guess, to the realm. Uh, There is also a link on the top right hand corner of this video. Uh, if you copy that down and put it into your internet browser, you should be able to connect to our Discord server. Or there's a link in the description that I will post as well. Now, before we get started, let's talk about who all these people are. So, if you didn't watch the other video already, this is Mitchell60, my cousin from earlier. He is very loud, but he pretty much runs a creative hub. He loves building, especially Asian-inspired builds, such as this ship. I think it was... I can't remember what it was based off of, but it's very steampunk. But usually he builds a lot of Asian towns and stuff. He really likes to be inspired by that kind of stuff. This is his sister, Jessica, otherwise known as Gecko. Gecko865. She doesn't come on much because her Minecraft's broken at the moment, but hopefully after the next Minecraft update it should be fixed. She is supposed to run minigames, but because she can't really get on, we kind of all run minigames. She loves dragons, by the way. This is Panda. Panda is the head admin of the Discord server and the Minecraft realm. He pretty much is in charge of story and all the other admins. Yeah, he is. He's your senior. Ooh, I pressed out of the Minecraft. Hold up. Oops. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, it's fixed. Sorry guys, I just accidentally clicked out of Minecraft. Okay, so Panda basically runs the realm when we're not on. He makes sure that when people do the wrong thing, they get punished. Story tells him, or I tell him, or somebody else sends in a complaint and we tell him, and he punishes them. Right, Story? Story? Right? Yeah. Okay, well, this is me, you know, I'm the owner. Oh, and before I forget, Mitchell and Jesse are co-owners, but they don't do much. Mitchell just builds townies and Jesse's never on. Yeah, so I'm the owner, I do basically whatever the hell I want, but, if there's ever something that Ethan can't handle, or I want to make something new on the realm, I'll just do it and then tell them later. And I run survival, because survival is literally the one thing I'm okay at. And here is Frosty Ghost. Frosty Ghost is a Twitch streamer friend of mine. He is very cool. He has a female skin, and it's very cute. Panda went to all the detail to try and make it look perfect, but sea lanterns don't match. Sorry, buddy, but sea lanterns don't match. Anyways, we built Frosty a Raichu because it's his favourite Pokemon, and I'm just like, screw this. We can't fit another statue there, the event sign's in the way. Because we built the signs and stuff before we built the statues in the background. Events is under construction. It's something that we all run kind of together, but at the moment, Story's running it. He's working on a parkour that I made a short video about earlier, but I don't know if I'm going to post it. We'll see. Over here is, of course, Story. He is our admin on the realm. He's also one of the many admins on the Discord server, and you will see him around a lot. He basically tells people off when they do the wrong thing, and if they do it too many times, it's told to either me or Panda. And sometimes Mitchell, but Mitchell doesn't really notice. This is another Twitch streamer friend. Her name is She's Scared / She's Scarred. It's spelled She's Scarred, but it's said She's Scared, I believe. She does a lot of Minecraft Bed Wars on Hypixel, and we've played with her numerous times. She's pretty good at it, and yeah, she's got a massive following on Twitch as well, and we're part of her following. So I thought, you know what, we'll put her on here. She is a member of the realm, but she's never been on. So onto the separate hubs themselves. We'll start off with Creative. We'll go through each one, and then we'll take you through them. Creative has 3 sections: Skyblock, General Creative, and Townie. Townie cannot be accessed at the moment because it's under construction. General Creative, which is underneath Skyblock Creative, is just where you build whatever the hell you want as long as it doesn't destroy the world. And Skyblock Creative is basically General Creative just in the sky, and as Mitchell said earlier, all you have to do is ask us or build your own floating island in the sky and you can build on it. Minigames is a place where we have a few little minigames called Golf, Hide and Seek, and Maze. We are eventually going to have separate maps for all of them except for Maze, because we only really have one maze and it took us a long time to build. Panda built most of it, Jesse helped a bit. It's basically a giant bookshelf maze. I got lost in it today and I couldn't finish it, so it's pretty hard. Oh, and the free mini games, you can play on your own or with other people, although hide and seek is pretty boring when there's only one person. You can't really hide or seek either way. So, if you are on your own and you need to play a game, I suggest either mini golf or maze, because you can play them both competitively, but it's nice to like learn how far you need to throw the magma cream, or you learn strategies to things like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or if you really want, you could just go into the hide and seek area and just learn all the secret hiding places and get good at the parkour. That's another option. So onto survival, we have lots of areas in survival. We have different biomes where you can live, and there's a place called Main Street. Main Street is basically the sanctuary where people are supposed to live on their own, but we ended up turning it into a sort of roleplay. I live in a little group of me, Mitchell, Story, and a friend called Era, and it was never meant to be a roleplay because it was supposed to be for isolationists and stuff like that, but it turned into that. You're welcome to join the group, just let us know before you start building there, and I'll show you around that area soon. Why is it half a tree poking at the front of... Oh, I get it, yeah. Oh yeah, we'll go through the rules in a minute, Story, but Story is already pointing out the rules. Oh, before I leave survival, there are 2 mob spawners. One is a skelly/zombie spawner, and one is an infinite food spawner, which spawns certain mobs such as cows, chickens, pigs, all that, and you can just go in and kill them and get lots of food. There's also a bunch of furnaces in there if you need to cook food, but we do not give you coal, as people might just use it as a currency. Yeah, mainly for food and XP. And finally, we have the events section, which I mentioned before. We only have one event at the moment, and it's still under construction. It's Stories Parkour. We went through it before, and we figured out that we should probably separate it into 2 parkours, because we ran out of... We kind of used up one side of the parkour area and then left the other half blank. But Mitchell60 is thinking of making an Olympic event, which is pretty cool, except I don't know how he's going to make swimming into an event when we can't really swim in Minecraft. I mean, we can, but we can't. It's just, we all go at the same speed. Another thing is, we were also thinking of doing, if I can... Oh yeah, a PvP arena. That's right. I was thinking of us getting to build a PvP arena, because we have got PvP enabled, but you're not supposed to kill people. Unless you really want to. You know, you both want to kill each other, that's fine. Just don't go around griefing and stuff. That's kind of the main gist of this place. So, first I'll take you through to creative. I won't be taking you to the separate hubs, but I will be giving you pretty much the overall rules. There's also rules in each separate place, but we won't be taking you through them. So, this is the creative hub, built by Mitchell60, designed by Mitchell60. The rules are no griefing. This will equal a temporary ban. Although, if I'm on a new grief, you will get a permanent ban, depending on how bad it is. No sexual/rude creations or innuendos. This equals a ban. Same with language. Just don't fly far from the spawns, because we get really annoyed when people build close to other areas, such as the survival areas, because we literally can't block them off from the rest of the community. There's no plugins or mods on Realms, and in order for us to block them off, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of command blocks and a lot of spamming, and we don't like that. It also lags out the realm quite a bit. When you exit areas, including the survival areas, they clear your inventory, and you need to be respectful of others and try not to spawn too many mobs. Bad mobs being hostile mobs, including creepers, spiders, zombies, all the new mobs that are coming out, all that. You're allowed to spawn in parrots when they come out, just not too many, please. Same with wolves, ocelots, cows. You don't really need to spawn them, but if you want to just for decoration, go ahead. Just don't flood them or we'll have to kill everybody's pets and it'll be sad. We had to do that once with a ghast incident, didn't we? So, on to the exit of General Creative. Yeah, some guy came in and spawned in like 1,000 ghast in one spot, and we had to go in and / kill every single ghast. So we've been through creative. Alright, time for minigames. So yes, we have hide and seek, maze, and mini golf. Now these don't really have rules, these are just how to play the game basically. I won't go through them because you can read them in your own time when here. Or if you want, you can just freeze frame on when I'm over them like this. But basically, they just explain the game like hide and seek, you know, there's hunters and hiders, and you get certain kits depending on what you are. When the game is finished, please put the items back. I don't care if the potions are empty because we can come in once a week and fix some more. If somebody tells us that there's potions missing, etc., we can just come in and restock. With mini golf, we don't have to worry about it because it auto restocks. Basically, there's a button in there that gives you your magma creams and your food. So, you know, you get infinite food in there. Steak, yeah. And in the maze, you don't really need anything unless you're hungry. There's a food thing in there that gives you a bunch of steak. And now down here to the exit. As you can see, I'm extremely hungry, but when I get to the next hub, we'll change to creative so that I can deal with it. Now we're on to my section, survival. Like I said before, there are a few spaces in here that you can look through. I'm only going to read the rules to you and explain it again. Like I said before, mobs. 2 different mob spawners. We were going to have more, but then everybody's like, no. We don't need to give them everything. They have to earn it themselves. So, you know, food grinder, mob grinder, XP everywhere. The biomes you can have are the following. Mesa, taiga, dark oak, forest, plains, snow, desert, and tropical. And I'm just going to reinforce this message right now before we get over there. Please build close to the spawns because we're not going to teleport you back and forth from your goddamn house to hub, etc., etc. It's not your fault if you get lost. It's not our fault if you get lost. It's your problem. Here we have the rules. What am I saying? Okay, so if you're an admin or hide, you can't take stuff from, because you can switch game modes if you're an admin. But this is also general just for people in creative. Do not put stuff in ender chests and get an ender chest in survival. If we find out you do that, we will destroy the ender chests and we will clear your inventory. So, no good for you. Basically, don't grief or raid because that's a permanent ban. Unless we change that later on, but we are a no griefing, no raiding society here. If you don't want to build on Main Street, we won't TP to your house. If you die or get lost, that said, don't place any goddamn beds in creative and sleep on them because they will reset your spawn to that place instead of your base. So if you build far away from spawn and you go into creative and sleep in a bed, you're doomed. We can't get you back. No rude, crude sexual language, innuendos, etc. Same with creations. Don't bother begging for commands. This is an overall rule. It just means you're going to get kicked. You're not even going to get banned. You're just going to get removed and invited back onto the realm. Because you can't just kick someone on here, unfortunately. It doesn't work like that. You have to remove them and then re-invite them. No creating nether portals in creative as well. Please don't create a nether portal. We already have a custom, not a custom nether portal, a community nether portal on Main Street. If you need to use it, go in there. Because sometimes nether portals are a stupid thing where they decide to teleport you back to somebody else's nether portal. We had that issue in the beginning of the realm. Gecko built one, and I built one, and I kept teleporting to her one on the way home, and our houses were so far apart, and it was, oh my god, it was ridiculous. It's just plain common knowledge that you read rules and you actually follow them, because you get in a lot of trouble if you don't. Basically, if you don't build on Main Street, be prepared to lose your stuff. And yeah, Okay. So I'm kind of starving, so I'm just hopping away. Oh, and before we leave, this is a trade post originally built by a person that got banned on the realm. They were quite distressed that on the last video, let's just say they commented very rudely. I seriously had no problems with the person, but they were very rude to us, and they broke a lot of the rules, and they assaulted a member, and bullied a member, so they also assaulted me. So it's kind of just like, you assault me, you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, just don't. It's not a good idea to assault the owner. We are keeping the build though, so the person was KI201, but her account also apparently got hacked, so she can't play anymore anyway. But we'll call that person K1 because privacy reasons, they're probably going to watch the video and then comment something on the bottom as well. And I'm prepared for that because I will remove your comment every time you do it, so there's no point. Right, story? Yeah. This will be probably run by you at some point, buddy. You or Era, who's another member, because we don't have time to run it, and nobody really uses it, but if somebody wants it, well, it'll just be there. Alright, and now we have events, which is under construction at the moment, like I said before, so I won't take it there. But I'll basically explain the gist of it. There's going to be a bunch of little events, probably a monthly one. Yeah, let Era have it, okay. Basically, they're all going to have their own sets of rules. For example, archery, it'll probably be different heights, different things you have to reach, all those sorts of things. There might even be, I don't know, pixel art kind of competitions. Who knows? We're going to have a lot of different things. And eventually, I think we will have a bigger hub for events, or at least we'll have different events on each wall, so there'll be like 2 or 3 on each wall instead of just one. Because I think it'd be cool if we had just one wall of teleporters and then 3 actual events right there, because that way we could have a lot more variety, a lot more, you know what I mean? Okay, now to the rules on here quickly. First of all, I'd like to point out that we do have food. This is a button for free chicken. Everyone should be able to click it, and they should be fine. And basically, this just fixes the whole issue of us having no stamina. Just quickly as well, I'm going to show you the top players board. I'm not going to show you the band members board because it's another thing, like I said before. It's exactly what I said before, actually, about that person. But it's just written on a sign. So the top players for this month were OPanda8. So O_Panda_8, he's the head admin over there. Story Killer, Mitchell60. Where is he? He's over there, right. And Era, because Era spent a lot of time on the realm basically building stuff for us, and he pretty much was very influential in the movement of survival, I'd say. Yeah. This is just some important information, so it's a message from me. When you travel to another hub in the realm, your inventory gets cleared. Story, move out of the way, please, sorry. So if you're in survival and you go to another hub, please place your items in the chest when you're at home, because they will clear, and we can't bring back your stuff. We already had an issue with this in the past, and the person tried to make us give them extra obsidian, and like a whole stack of obsidian, and we turned around and said, mate, there's no way you could have had a stack of obsidian. You only had 8 obsidian to make that nether portal that I accidentally killed you in. Because I broke his nether portal after he built one. And I told him off. I said, no, you're not allowed nether portals. He disconnected. I broke his nether portal. He reconnected and he died because he was halfway. That's the consequences of building another portal. I will do that to you. And I won't give you back your stuff. As well as this, please make sure when you're in creative that you fly down to the ground before you disconnect. Otherwise you'll die when you fall down. Stay safe, have loads of adventures. Oh, another thing about creative. There is a section at the end of general creative and Skyblock creative. If you're flying around the mountain, like you follow the pathway to the exit areas, don't fly. Run on the pathway, because it will make you drop, and you will either drop past the Skyblock area and fall down to your death, or you will just fly and hit the ground, because we set it to make your game mode an adventure after you go to a certain distance near the command blocks to warp home. It's basically so that you can't cheat and break command blocks. So these are rules for the realm. These are just the general rules overall. Basic common goddamn knowledge. Story, would you like to read them, please? Oh, sorry. Because my charger isn't working. And I need it to work. So he's saying no PvP in hubs. No rude or sexual creations, that includes innuendos, as equals a permanent ban. Same goes with speech. So texting, don't do that either. No filthy vulgar language, yes. No griefing bases or cross-teaming survival to creative. / crossing from survival to creative, because that's just what I said earlier in survival hub. It's not very nice. That'll equal a permanent ban from the realm. Yeah, be kind, have fun. You can read them in depth if you ever come on. That's your thing that you can worry about. So here again it tells you who's who. Gecko Pikachu 46 is the owner, me. Mitchell 60 is a co-owner, and Jessica, or Gecko 865, is a co-owner. Panda, or Ethan, is the head admin. And Story, which we actually... Oh, we know your real name, but I'm not going to say it because I forgot it. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. Story's admin. Yeah. That reminds me, I need to add Frosty Ghost VIP. And as you can see, I just stupid before. I'll fix it, hang on. Alright, that's better. We still have one thing there. That'll probably just be random Raichu. I don't know. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to see anything else on the realm, just let us know. There will be a link to be able to join the Discord server so that you can message us to join the realm. I probably have a Reddit post about it a while back as well. If you search up Gecko Pikachu 46 on Reddit, you should find it. Or you can just direct message me over Reddit. You can also join the Discord server if you'd like to. We post all our updates for the realm on there. And yeah, there's a link in the top right hand corner, which you can't click on because it's not an add-on link. But it's not an annotation, but you can click on it in the description, and I'll include it below. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.